Hello everybody, welcome or welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Whitney, and today I'm coming on here talking to you guys about what you should be doing a day before the LSAT. Now, if you guys are interested in what I have to say for this topic, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and leave a comment down below letting me know if this has helped you out in any way possible. I don't want to make this long, so let's get right on into it. On this platform, I talk to you guys about the various things that I've went through on my journey, the mistakes I've made, and I share various story times on that. And I also talk about my law school experience. Now, I've taken the LSAT approximately 3 times, so I think I have enough experience to let you know what you should be doing on the first, not the first day, but what you should be doing a day before the LSAT. I've done a lot of research on this, so I know what helps and what doesn't. So first off, I don't want to make this long. First off, I think that you should take a break. Don't focus on the LSAT at all. Don't even think about it at all. Don't stress. If you get a great night's sleep, beforehand, that's perfect. The greatest advice that has helped me out ever was the calmest you are during the test, the better you will perform. Obviously that makes sense, right? Because if you're stressed out of your mind, you're going to be freaking out over all these questions and not knowing, like, hey, here's the conclusion. Let me highlight the conclusion. Hey, the argument just switched in tone here and the author actually doesn't approve what the scholars are saying or something like that, right? When you're calm, you're a lot more alert of what's going on in the passages and what's going on in the games. So that's one thing that I've learned, to stay calm a day before the LSAT. Now, if you need to boost up your confidence, it is no problem to play, whatever is your strong suit. For me, my strong suit is logic games. So if I was feeling not all that confident, I would knock a game out the park and just be like, cool, did it, I know I'm gonna do well. One thing that I also wasn't strong in was logic reasoning. And with the logic reasoning, actually 2 days before the LSAT, because I was scared that if I did it a day before, I would lose confidence. And so 2 days before the LSAT, I was like, let me just drill a section. And so I drilled a section. And I did exceptionally well, better than I've done, in a long time. In that section, I was like, you know what? I got this. Let me calm down. So I just recently took the LSAT on October 3rd, 2020, and I took the LSAT-FLEX. So a day before the LSAT, I decided to just chill because the other 2 times that I took the LSAT, I was studying the day before, and it didn't make sense to me. Why, thinking about it, looking back then, while I was studying, you can't cram in everything the day before. At this point, if you don't know it, you're not going to learn it. You're not going to retain it. And even if you do retain it and you remember, oh, I gotta do this, that, you are potentially forgetting maybe the basics. For me, I've learned that if things get a little bit too intricate or a little bit too complex, or if I make it more complex than what it needs to be, I forget the basics. So for example, in a logic game, right? When I am drilling a section of logic games, I speed through the ordering sections like nobody's business. And then once I get to the mix, not the sections, but the games. But once I get to the mixed games, I'm like, oh, I got this. And then when I grade my section and I look, or I should say score, and I look back at it, I'm like, why did I miss pretty much everything in the ordering when in the mixed, it's composed of ordering and grouping problems? Well, baby girl, you missed all of the ordering questions because you forgot to write down the rules and you forgot to pay attention to the rules. Because here it says that W cannot be next to H, it cannot be immediately before, and it cannot be immediately after. And guess what you did? You put it immediately before and immediately after that sucker. So that's why you got everything wrong. And I'm not trying to scare you guys, but I just trying to tell you, sometimes you just gotta let everything go, relax, calm down, and handle this sucker like nobody's business. This is not the hardest thing that you're ever going to experience in your life. This is just hard right now, and I know you can do it. So that's one thing that I wanted to share with you guys today, what you should be doing a day before the test. So 1, absolutely nothing. Don't do anything. Don't even think about it. Be calm. Treat yourself, because you've been working hard with studying. Treat yourself to a lot of candy. Treat yourself to so much pizza, some chocolate. Do your thing. That's exactly what I did. I ate so much the day before, let me tell you. And I also got some great sleep the night before as well. I was scared. Don't get me wrong. I was a little bit stressed out a little bit because it was my 3rd time taking the test that I was like, I don't want to take this again. But without a doubt, I performed my absolute best when I calmed down. And I performed my absolute best when I got the best sleep and when I didn't do anything the day before. The second thing that you can do, if you're not all that confident, only drill one of your strongest section. So like I said, for example, mine was logic games, right? You could the day before drill one game or even a section of logic games and just build your confidence. Say, oh yeah, I know that, I'm not gonna forget this, boom. And you're building your confidence, because instead of, doing your weakest section and getting 11 out of 26 correct, you could be potentially getting 20 out of 23 correct. You know what I'm saying? So, well, not potentially, I'm saying like by looking at that score, it's going to tell you in your mind, you know what, girl, you got this. Quit bugging, quit playing around. You know that you're exceptional. You know that you've put in the work to do what needs to be done to do well on the LSAT. And at the end of the day, you've done it. I know the LSAT is a little bit harder than the LSAT-FLEX, but this goes for both. I want to say it's a little bit harder. It's just mentally draining. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a little bit more on your mental psyche over there, because it's 5 sections as opposed to 3. And I've taken both. I've taken 2 of the regular LSATs and 1 of the LSAT-FLEX. So with that being said, I hope I helped you guys out in any which way that I possibly can. Don't forget to follow me on all my social medias, like, subscribe, and turn on your post notifications so you never miss when I post a new video. Thank you guys for joining me today, and I hope to see you next time.